don't
Okay.
know what the password is.
We're live.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna try and post our link on our
Okay.
Twitter
I
page.
will wait and retweet you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I totally forgot our username and password.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay.
I have to scroll and look for it. Oh, I found it.
I always save my passwords in my phone, even though I know that's like not the smartest place to save your passwords.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. That's where I save mine.
Well,
so what did you think of the book, Ashley?
I liked it. I don't know if I liked it quite as much as like I know Jen, you seem to really like it.
it was great.
I really liked it. It just wasn't exactly what I kind of thought going in. Like I thought, like I knew it was YA, so I was expecting that, which I already struggle a little bit with like YA contemporaries lately.
Oh, same. That's
I
why I had
don't
so
know.
many low expectations, and it blew me away.
I really liked it. It's not that I didn't like it. I gave it 4 stars, I think. So it still was
I
a
did
great
too.
book for me. I felt like something was missing for me. And I don't even know what. Like I read it a few weeks ago, so I was trying to like refresh my memory, like of what I thought. And I really love the characters. To me, it just read more of like a character development and growth book than a romance. I don't know why. Like, you know what I mean? Like if so,
Yeah,
I felt like if we took the romance out, it could have still been a fabulous story.
definitely.
And I don't know, but I still liked the romance because it was really cute.
Yeah.
What'd y'all think?
Well, I really enjoyed it. Blew me away. I think it's because it took well, if you guys listening don't know what we're talking about from the title. We're talking about Tweet Cute by Emma Lord.
Yes.
We just kind of dove right in without introducing it.
Did you guys read the book or did you read the Kindle book?
I have it on my electronic device.
Oh, your device. Yeah,
to me, it felt like it gave me all the things that I like from an adult romance and put it with the youths out there. It gave me like like it's very timely with like social media and stuff like that, but then it still had that flavor that I like from adult romances without like the adult content, because I have issues with YA romances when the kids are always like, I've met the love of my life. I'm like, you're 16, calm down.
Yeah, I thought that was well done. I agree. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it was just cute, and there was a lot going on. Like it had so many layers.
Well, and it's for reading the back of the book, like if anyone's interested and they've read, like if they haven't read it, and I felt like there was a lot more in the book than I thought there was based on like the blurb. You know, the blurb to me sounded kind of I don't know, kind of straightforward, like 2 people like feuding over Twitter, and which was still a part of the story, but I thought there was just so much more too, which was great.
That was the A plot, and then everything else is the B plot.
Yeah, and I kind of enjoyed the B plots a lot more than the A plot necessarily.
Yeah,
like
I enjoyed that like chat room aspect.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good time. It was a good time. The Romeo and Juliet feeling.
Where you had your like serious concentration face on on Twitter.
I'm gonna find it.
Let me do mine now.
Yeah.
There we go.
I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was really cute. But I was talking to Jen about this. I get horrible secondhand embarrassment. And like, watching this book, I was like, ooh. It was really cute. I really enjoyed the storyline. And I really liked the like the restaurant aspect to it. That was really cool to me. And kind of like a Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. Feuding
families.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. It was just like the parents, more specifically her mom, bugged the crap out of me.
That storyline I could have 100% dealt without, you know, the mom and the dad storyline. That could have been removed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, How do we usually start these live streams? We've done this so many times and I don't remember.
I know.
I feel like
we start out with what we're currently reading, and then
we started with we're currently reading and then a high and a low.
Do you have a Little Women? Do you have a Little Women shirt on?
You do? Yes. Oh my god, it's so cute.
I have that cover, the puffin one. I was like, oh my god, that's so cute.
Which I'm not allowed to go to yet. So. Watch it, Jen. Watch it.
Oh, because
it's not in the theaters anymore, right? So it's
it's on digital. I think I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
It's on Apple TV, which is like the stupidest streaming service.
I could buy mine off Amazon in the US, I'm pretty sure. You can't buy yours off Amazon?
Probably, but like I want to just stream it.
Yeah, I don't know about streaming. I know you can buy it. So sorry, tangent. Just thought I'm like a lemur.
It's okay.
Okay. What
anyway. Oh.
Everything good?
She frozen? Oh, you're frozen?
She's frozen.
Oh dear.
Me?
You're lagging.
Yeah, you're a little bit like. Yeah, are we frozen on your end?
No, it was weird.
Oh,
my screen.
You're okay now.
Weird.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Am I moving?
Yeah.
You are now. Yeah. Something weird happened and it just decided to lag. What did you say though?
I was like, what are y'all currently reading?
You go, Jen. Well, like always, I have a gazillion things going. So, like, what's new? I have an e-arc going. I'm like a chapter and a half into it. It's called Legacy of Ash. It's a new, like, epic fantasy that's coming out. I decided to start it. It's coming out in April, so I was like, I should probably read it so that I can get my review out. And then I have Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson that I started yesterday because I was at the doctor's office. And I have Pride and Prejudice, which is a reread. And I have Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman, which I am listening to on audio.
Fun.
I've heard some mixed things about Thunderhead.
I'm reading the only thing I'm actually currently reading is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. So it's pretty thick. So it's taking. I am, yeah. I was a huge fangirl for like a really long time when I was a little bit younger, and I kind of haven't read. I didn't finish. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't finish the last book that came out. It just wasn't my favorite trilogy, so I kind of gave up. But the Infernal Devices in like the historical setting is my absolute favorite, and like
it's my favorite trilogy of all time.
Me too. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, it's a fangirl. But so when I heard it was going to be about the next like generation in that setting, I was like, I don't care. I have to read it. So
100%. I went and bought it just the other day. It's on my shelf, waiting for me. Might read it tomorrow. Who knows?
I mean, add it to the list.
Yeah.
It's been a while because it's just been a little hectic this week, and I just haven't had too much time to read, mostly before bed, and I keep falling asleep. Not that it's not a good book, it's just me and
you're tired. Yeah. I was surprised when I picked it up. I was like, oh, it's so big, and then I looked at the page count. And it's only like just over 500 words. I was like,
yeah,
what do they print in this paper? Steroids is huge.
Yeah. It kind of like hurts my hand to hold the book. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like this thick.
Yeah.
It's like Crescent City is huge.
Yeah. Oh, that's like on my list to get too. I know. Did you get it, Avery? Crescent City?
That's what I am currently reading.
Are you liking it?
I opened page 1 and I had a rough couple days. So I actually fell asleep. And I think if I opened any book, I would have fell asleep. So I looked up actually, and it's beautiful. And
I love maps.
She has like Bible page. She has Bible pages again. So I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna rip all these pages. Look how pretty the map is. See, like the
Now, is
city.
this
This is like the city shape because there's the river.
Oh, okay. I get it. Is this a contemporary like setting or is it like fantasy? Like I was
Crescent City is fantasy, right? High fantasy.
fantasy.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's like I've heard so many reviews of
pretty
it just
sure
being like all the fantastical characters just
Okay.
thrown in there.
Why I thought I heard someone say it was urban fantasy, like in our world, and then that like
Oh,
confused me because I was like, oh really?
The synopsis kind of makes it like it kind of like in
Yeah.
reviews, like Piera from Piera Ford, who's a booktuber, she actually really enjoyed it, and she said it was a kind of like a moderate high fantasy, like it's not like Game of Thrones, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But she really enjoyed it, so I'm gonna be reading this one tonight, and then I am 50 pages into the Poet X,
very nice.
which is told all in verse. So like this. And I'm listening to the audiobook. I think my audiobook's actually just okay, so I have to like renew it. But it's actually for my multicultural literature class. So
Oh, cool.
Very cool. That's a good choice for that class.
Awesome. Yeah, I haven't the historical romance readathon starts on Monday, so I'll probably start something then because I'm going to try and participate in that. We all know I'm not very good at readathons, but I'm going to try.
If you read one, you succeeded.
Actually, I finished one of your recommendations last night.
Really? What'd you read?
I finished A Notorious Vow. It's the one with the man who is deaf and the girl who has social anxiety.
I loved it. What did you think?
I loved it.
Yay! I love it when people like things that I like. Because when they don't,
it was
feel very
sad. It was so good. I love books that have disability rep in them. So I loved seeing that part of it, and I liked it in a historical setting because I've never read it in a historical setting before. So I was like,
and it was so interesting. Yeah, good. I'm so happy you liked it. I love Joanna Shupe stuff too. All her books are great.
Yes, I'm gonna read more of hers, most definitely. Anyway, I don't have the dust jacket because it's at my apartment.
Highs and lows?
Highs and lows. Anyone want to go first?
Well, I think our collective low is this bullshit that's going on in the world. But my high this month has been pretty great, but like I think my high is having my cast off. I got it off yesterday.
Yeah.
I got my fingers back. I got my hands back. Oh, it's so happy. And I just like sat down on my piano before this and I actually played one of the songs that I've known for many, many years. And I was like, I can play properly. I was so happy. But yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm so happy that you got it off, Jen.
Yes. I have my hand back. It still hurts a little bit, but that's just because I've been using it. So
yeah.
What about you guys? Some highs in this tumultuous time?
I went on a trip to Florida for a couple days. I got back on Wednesday. I left on Saturday and came back on Wednesday. I don't remember, but I went with like 3 friends and we stayed at like this beach house, and I've never like left and like gone to another state or anything without my parents' friends. So like that was really fun and really cool. Except I got a horrible sunburn, worst sunburn I've ever seen in my entire life, on the back of my legs and my butt. So
I know how you
on
feel,
the way
dear.
back,
It's fine.
That's difficult.
On the way back from Florida, it's literally like a 10-hour car ride. I had to sit with my butt on the seat with it like burning. I couldn't move because it hurt too much. Oh, and because of it, like I'm having to like quarantine myself because of like I have autoimmune issues. So I'm like really susceptible to getting sick. So we've kind of like locked down my house over here. So I also have a low-grade fever because of my sunburn. So
yeah.
We love sunburns. Sunburns are the best.
I feel like your trip was a high and a low for month then.
Yes.
I don't know what a high. I mean, it has been a fine month so far. Nothing too crazy. It's just kind of been like status quo. Nothing too crazy or bad or good as well. I think we're all just, collectively
Trying to survive.
getting through this time. And I mean, we're also sure we're protecting everyone who is more susceptible to, the disease and stuff. So I work in a school, so it's just been a lot going on.
Yeah, because the kids have no idea. Some of my students, like, I had one of them, he's like, did you know that the coronavirus is from snakes and birds? I was like, no, it's not.
But I am looking forward to spring break because I have spring break in a couple of weeks and I'm going to go home to Florida too. So I'm looking forward to that. So that'll be fun. So hang out with the family, hit the beach. So yeah. Hopefully not get my sunburn, but we'll try.
Book Diva just asked, are they closing down your school yet, Ashley?
Yes, they did. They were closed for like next week, this coming week, and then we're not sure after that. So we're kind of just waiting and seeing. But yep, we're kind of all, it's somewhat comforting that everybody's going through the same thing, all the world. So it's not just you. That's somewhat comforting. I think that's a glass half full kind of mentality.
It is. That's for sure.
And I will say, like, people have been very like trying to help other people. Like I was at Walmart and while it was insanity, there were definitely like people trying to help each other. Like there's an older lady and they were trying to help, get what she needed. It was, hopefully bringing out the best in humanity here. So, yep. So.
Yeah. It's definitely just a lot.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And it sucks because of the, like I called it earlier, a pandemic of fear because it's everywhere and like on social media you can't get away from it. So I'm like, I haven't even like in any of my videos I haven't mentioned it. I haven't really even brought it up and I'm not going to because I want to like just kind of create a space where people can just go and be happy for like 30 minutes, Yeah. Anyways,
on to the book so we can make you happy.
Yes, it's the cutest book. Read it now because it will make you.
That's a positive, right?
So happy.
Like I said the other day to someone, I'm like, I need to go find a romance novel. Like I need one right now.
I need a happy one that makes me happy. Yeah.
Like I've been like rereading some stuff, just like parts of it, because I'm like, you know what? I just need to know how this ends, like right now. So
yeah, I think I started it on like what's today? Today is Saturday. I started it. I think I finished it last night, and I read most of it yesterday because I was like, once you get towards the ending part of it, we're not gonna spoil anything right now, y'all, but we'll get into spoilers later. But like once you get to the ending part of it, like there's like, ooh, I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm
getting a little slow. Like it wasn't slow. I just thought it took me a few days to pick it up for the first part, but once I was in the middle, I was like downhill. It was great. I loved it. So
I think I remember. I can't remember when I read this. It was I think a few weekends ago. I was like, oh, like what do I want to read? I was in that weird like murky reading state where I'm like, I want to read everything but nothing. And so I was like, well, I should probably read Tweet Cute because if I don't now, when am I going to read it? And so I picked it up and then I was like, do I want to keep going? And then I found the audiobook on Scribd and then I finished it in 5 hours. I was like, oh God. So I consumed it.
How was the audiobook?
It was good. It was great because they have the two voice actors. I found it really enjoyable. I really liked the guy voice actor. He's one of the better ones I've heard.
Oh, that's good.
And the girl, like, because both of them are American, it didn't bother me. Usually American narrators bother me a little bit because I'm pompous and I need British people to narrate things to me because they just sound so good. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think because I was listening to the audiobook, it just immersed me in the story so much faster. It was also on 2 times speed, so I just like right through it. Yeah. It was great though.
I could see it being really good on audio. Like I could see like lending itself all the time.
I think that's my favorite way to consume romance novels is on audio.
Yeah.
Although I will say I tried the Fix Her Up audiobook and I got like not even 20 minutes in and I was like, I can't do this. The vibes are so weird. I don't know what's happening. I don't like the vibes that this narrator's giving me.
There are
But
narrators like that. There are narrators that I'm like, I cannot listen to you.
There's a lot of them. I was trying to find a new one on Audible Escape the other day because I was like, wasn't reading one. I went through probably 4 of them, and I just couldn't take the narrator. Especially for me, if it's a romance and I know it's like a somewhat maybe like steamy one and it's just a guy reading it. I don't know why that freaks me out. Like it's like, I can't take it.
That's a choice.
But also it is kind of like weird of me because when it's a female reading both characters, it doesn't bother me as much.
I think that's a weird little bias we put on books because if it's written by a female author, we want a female narrator. That's what I find anyways.
From like the head of a female is my thought, I don't know.
Like I get it if it was a male romance, I'd be like, why would a female be narrating this? This would make no sense. But
like I swear like 3 of the ones I picked, they were all historical romances and they were slightly older. And so I don't know if maybe they just didn't get the cream of the crop for the narrator pool. And I mean he was fine, but like I got like 1 chapter in and I'm like, it's just
nope. And then like
nope.
I don't know. Narrators like the Brandon Sanderson Brandon Sanderson, his narrators for the Mistborn trilogy, and this guy also does the Way of Kings, like the Stormlight Archives, the really big ones. He does it, and my God, he's so monotone.
Really?
And like the Way of Kings audiobook is praised by so many people as like their favorite audiobook, and I'm like, I need to be reading it along listening with it. Wait, that didn't make any grammatical sense. Whatever, you get it. I need to have it in my eyes and my ears at the same time. Just because I can't understand him. It's wild.
Yeah. It definitely makes a difference, I think.
Totally.
Like for sure. I mean, I'm not as picky as some people because I know I have a couple friends who are pretty picky with their narrators, but there are times I'm like, I just, unless it's a book I like absolutely must read and like I just have to read on audio for some reason, and then I'll just like force it. But did someone ask the question? I heard the thing go off.
Yeah, it said, would you pick up an audiobook just because of who the narrator is?
I've done that with Andy Arndt.
Yeah, you said that before. That's cool.
No, I did do that for one of the Agatha Christie ones because it was narrated by Dan Stevens, the guy who plays the Beast in the live action, and I was like, I want to hear this, and it was amazing. So,
that's cool.
I usually don't pay attention to who the narrators are. Although the other day, I was listening to an audiobook. I can't remember which one. And I was like, this lady's voice sounds so familiar. And I like looked at her voice and then I went back and looked at some of the other audiobooks. I was like, oh, she's voiced the different one that I was listening to last week. What are the odds?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I've ever done it yet, but I could see doing it, especially like the one Avery said, Andy Arndt's great. And I know like that for guys, I really like a dual perspective book. And I know Zachary Weber is a big one.
Tasha said Sebastian York. I love Sebastian York too.
Yeah, he's good. He's done a couple of the ones too. He's awesome. So yeah, I think it's, can you search on like Audible Escape for the with the narrators?
I'm not sure, but I know sometimes on Scribd or on Audible, like you can click the name of the narrator and it'll take you to like their profile of their work. Because I know with Priory, when I read it last year, Priory of the Orange Tree, I was like, this narrator, I need to read everything that she's read because she's so good, and she had only done Priory of the Orange Tree. I was so mad. I was like, what? She's that good and she's done one book?
Makes another one. Yeah, you're gonna be on the lookout when she makes another one.
Definitely.
But does anyone want to give a synopsis of this?
I tried to do that in one of my videos the other day, and I was like, I don't even know if I can because there's so many plots going on.
Yeah, very true. I can pull up
Well, I
the
guess the
summary from
basic
Goodreads.
plot. Do that. Read that. It'll be so much more concise and like good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like I said, even the blurb wasn't, I felt like it didn't describe as everything that was like going on in the book.
Very true.
Which it shouldn't give away everything in the book. I don't know. I don't know. I was expecting something slightly different than what I.
Okay. Fun fact though, I almost, because I made like the announcement post for like on my Instagram, and I almost put like meet cute, a book we've already done, instead of tweet cute.
Yeah, I think I made that Freudian slip once too.
Yeah.
Okay, here is the summary.
Shelby says it's a YA version of You've Got Mail. Highly accurate. Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I was telling Jen about this. I was telling Jen, I thought it reminded me of You Got Mail.
I gotta watch that movie. I've only seen it in like clips, like not all the way through. Ah.
Okay. The summary on Goodreads is: meet Pepper, swim team captain, chronic overachiever, and all-around perfectionist. Her family may be falling apart, but their massive fast food chain is booming, mainly thanks to Pepper, who is barely managing to juggle real life while secretly running big league burgers. Classic thorn in Pepper's side. When he isn't trying to duck out of his obscenely popular twins' shadow, he's busy working in his family's deli. His relationship with the business that holds his future might be hate, but when Big League Burger steals his grandma's iconic grilled cheese recipe, he'll do whatever it takes to take them down, one tweet at a time. All's fair in love and cheese. That is until Pepper and Jack's spat turns into a viral Twitter war. Little do they know, while they're publicly duking it out with snarky memes and retweet battles, they're also falling for each other in real life and on an anonymous chat app Jack built. As their relationship deepens and their online shenanigans escalate, people on the internet are shipping them. Their battle gets more and more personal, even until end for the most unexpected, awkward, all the feels romance that neither of them expected.
That's a pretty good though. I don't think that's the one I read. Yeah. My only thing with this is, even though it's like super timely with like technology, do you think in like 20 years that the people reading it are gonna know what some of the like terminology was?
It's not gonna age well. It's one of those books that's highly timely and it's not gonna age well. But I think, I don't know. I really like the fact that, like, when I was first reading it, I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be interesting because this is putting kids in such an adult space. Because with the whole Twitter war, basically not really spoiling anything, but they're taking over like the social media side of these businesses, and kids aren't supposed to do that. Those are supposed to be social media managers who have degrees in stuff that take care of this stuff, right? So I was sitting there, I was like, it's really interesting that these characters are in that place as 17-year-olds trying to graduate high school. I found it really interesting, but they're very smart with what they do because kids are just too smart these days with social media. They're too smart, but they're also really dumb. So like, it's a terrible combination.
They don't have the common sense thing sometimes.
True. Oh my God, true.
No offense to anyone if anyone's under the age of like 20 on here.
Like, you might think that you have a lot of common sense. Wait another 10 years and look back, you have none.
Like, I'm sure we'll all think the same thing about us now when we're like 40, so it's okay.
This is very true. Hindsight is a vicious cycle.
Yeah. Yep. Does anyone have anything else they want to say, like, before we go into like the spoilery section?
I kind of just because I could see her mind spiraling a lot, and I work like that. So I relate to her a lot in that aspect, and that's one of her characteristics.
She's so type
And
A. Oh my god.
Mhm.
I don't know if this is really spoilery, but there's a moment when she's just like, I have no idea what I want to do with my life. And she has like her brain like malfunction. She's just like, what? I don't know what to do with my life. What? And I'm like, you haven't thought about this before?
Yeah.
It was my whole life in high school thinking about what I want to do with my life. Like,
A lot of people don't though. And I mean, I
true.
personally, I thought it was a little weird though that she was type A, that she wouldn't have had that thought.
That's so true. I think that's why I was like,
Yeah.
huh. She's
Mhm.
thrown herself so hard into her work. She just wants to prove herself
Right.
to her mom or whatever that she totally forgot about her, you
Right.
know?
I guess that was the
Wow.
point of it, was to say she like completely forgot herself. But like
Yeah.
for me, if you are type A, you probably have thought about it in high school.
Oh, you got that shit planned. You
Yeah.
don't.
But if
Yeah.
you're type A, if you're more like type C, perhaps, and you're just like enjoying life, then I could see it not. You know what I'm, 'cause we've all
Very
had
true.
that you're like, how did you get here today? Like, how did you get to like school or work? Like,
Yep.
yeah. And we love them all the more for it.
Yeah. I don't really think I have anything else other than the super spoilery ones.
Yeah, most of mine are pretty spoilery. So if you don't want to hear any spoils, probably need to exit and then come back once you've read the book, or if you just don't care.
Yeah, stay, chat with us. This is a great time.
Yep. I don't mind spoilers for some books, so like
No, yeah.
I'm not the right person to ask for anything.
Harkening back to our chat about the Clockwork Angel series.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, my friend was the one who got me into it, and I remember, because I was that weird kid, I still am, who can't finish series because it makes me so sad. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to finish. I don't want it to be done. What? So
Yeah.
I didn't read the third book for a long time.
Yeah.
And so I had my friend tell me the ending of it, as I had her do with the third Hunger Games book, which I still have not read because I was very mad. But I had her do that with me for that one. And I remember sitting in the lunchroom just bawling. So I still read it and still loved it. So like, it's fine.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, it depends on the spoiler, and I try not to do it for other people, but myself, I'm not someone who's like that afraid of a spoiler. So
yeah,
No.
but anyway,
I'm
really
mind, so I don't remember.
Yeah.
True. I mean, not true that you haven't, but I mean, we all forget stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. God,
Also,
I was picking up a. Ooh.
Am I lagging?
Yeah, a little bit.
Little.
I don't know. Y'all are lagging for me too. This is weird. I don't know.
Maybe it's just a weird. You know what? It's because everyone is on the internet right now. That's why.
All of us. We have nowhere else to be.
I really liked the characters though. I thought they were like the thing I liked best. I mean, the plot was great, but for me, the characters were the real like winner in this.
Yeah.
So what was the guy's name? Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of like Pepper and Jack.
Jack.
Honestly, I forgot their names in one of my videos, and I had to like back and fill it in on the screen, and I was zooming out how I could forget that, because the ship name is Pepper Jack, which is a type of cheese, and it's the best thing ever. It was so good, so good.
I love it. I love the name Pepper too. Like, I don't know if I'd name a child Pepper.
Yeah,
I mean, I know that wasn't her,
but
real
like,
name, but
it was a weird nickname for
Yeah.
Patricia. Weird nickname.
that before.
Yeah.
But I've also really don't
But
know
like,
16-year-olds named Patricia. So
it's very true. Pat, maybe.
yeah,
Not
Pat.
usually.
That's my grandma.
But yeah, I
my
thought
grandma's name is Patricia and her nickname is Pat.
Yeah.
My aunt's name is Patricia and we call her Patty. So yeah.
I think it was really popular like at one point, you know?
Oh yeah.
Just like all names
Yeah.
go through phases. I'm sure. But yeah, so does anyone want to name any of their like favorite scenes or anything?
Um,
I'm trying to think of a specific scene because it's been like a little bit since I've read it.
Yeah. I liked the scene where she gets over her fear of the high dive.
That was so cute. I was living for that sexual tension. It was great. It was amazing. I was like, yes, kiss in the pool. It's gonna be so cute. And then they get into. Oh, I hate it.
I like
But
that they had this team stuff too. That was kind of different. I don't think I've read that before. And I really liked that he was a twin. I thought that relationship was really interesting.
Yep.
He was comparing himself and how they kind of both thought that they were like the favorite from their parents.
Yeah.
I feel like we can all relate to that, whether you're a twin or not. Like you've had that feeling, like you're
living in the shadow. Yeah.
I feel like we all felt that. I kind of related to Jack, I think, more than Pepper in some of this. So I don't know.
It's because I don't know, Pepper, yes, because of her like weird neuroses, but Jack, because he was just so kind.
Yeah, I like
He's great. And I really liked his grandma. She was amazing.
Yes,
her lines in this were perfect. I just like, I have one highlighted. That's, honey, I don't know how to break this to you, but you have the same face when she's talking to Jack about his twin.
I love the part when she comes out of her room after the hospital when like Jack and his dad have been talking. And she's like, bitch, I know that you've been tweeting about me. Like, when you gonna get with this girl?
Yeah.
I want to find the line.
Have you and that Patricia girl made out yet?
Yes.
I managed to joke on oxygen. Perfect. Perfect. Love her.
I love her too.
I love when books include grandma figures. They're the best because they're always so funny.
I mean, any parents at all too, like in a YA for a long time, I felt like we never had parents. So the fact that they had like a kind of side storyline going on with their parents was somewhat interesting as well.
I didn't really.
I figured that's probably what was going on.
Yeah,
it was weird. I mean, like, it makes sense as to why the mom pushed so hard, but the mom had zero boundaries.
No.
She needed to have a good old daughter. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. Her mom is out of control. Like,
very much.
Somebody did on one of my videos where I talked about this, and they commented, I liked it and I gave it 4 stars, but her mom was stressing me out. And I completely agree. Like, she was stressing. I had secondhand stress for Pepper. It was
because that poor girl.
There's so much pressure on a 17-year-old, and she was oblivious to everything else her kid was going through. I'm like,
the worst.
Yeah, mom, not good. I like Jack's family. I mean, they still made some poor choices at times, but
which is so realistic, though.
Yeah, and you have a business, like you want to make the money, a small business. So
the whole thing about like them stealing recipes from each other, I was like,
so petty.
Bitch.
So petty. I also like near the end when Jack has like his meltdown. I really enjoyed that was included because he like cried, which you don't see boys do in YA literature. And there was no comment on him crying and being a boy. Like, it was just natural.
I like that too.
Thank God we're including this, my lord. Yeah. I really like Jack.
I like that too. I was thinking about that too during that scene. I was like, we don't get a lot of this.
Yeah. And then like it was in those scenes where Jack was like having his existential crisis, which is such a mood. But like it was in those scenes that I was like, this is what it feels like to be a teenager, because you're realizing all this super adult crap, but you're still a teenager and can't handle it. Like, it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I liked that. There was a few lines I was like, yeah, like he's coming to that point that we all come to eventually in our lives where we're just like, oh, the world doesn't revolve around us. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're just people.
It really felt like, obviously, I don't think any of us are teenagers anymore, but like,
No.
you remember how it felt. And it was super, like, I felt like it was how we all felt, like Jen just said. Like, even the college stuff and like, where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna be with friends? Are you not gonna be with friends? Like, it's stressful and it's a lot of choices. And I thought they were handled really well. I thought it was like realistically done. But that part I thought was super like age well, that part.
Yeah.
I did like
the teenage existence.
Characters. Yeah, there were really realistic, like with Paige and her mom. I know some people who are like that with their mom. So
and there wasn't a perfect fix at the end.
Yeah. I also like, is it
Yeah, Pooja and Pepper. I enjoyed their relationship so much.
I like
and I love, like, I usually hate miscommunication tropes so much, and I'm like, this one was fine because, like, when you're 13, you're gonna take what someone else does the completely wrong way, and then you're gonna build your life off of that, which is what Pepper did, and it's what Pooja did too. Like, but totally different reasons.
Completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was nice that the miscommunication wasn't in the romance relationship.
Yeah. I totally agree.
Friendship. I mean, they had their own issues, but it wasn't, I don't think it was miscommunication, was it? I'm trying to remember what it kind of was, but it was like a different kind, right?
With Pooja and Pepper?
No, with Jack and Pepper, like when they were like fighting. They weren't even together really, but they were fighting as friends.
What happened? I don't remember the original one, but I remember because they were fighting before she outed him to the principal for making the app, right? So I don't remember what they were fighting about.
Well, I know what. Okay, so there's that whole scene when they're kissing, and then their parents walk. Her mom takes her home, and then Grandma Belly gets put in the hospital, and then her mom tweets about Grandma Belly. My mom just goes. And then her brother tweets something, and then like her saying that's kind of like a miscommunication because they're like, they're tweeting about me.
True, very true.
Yeah. I liked the whole Twitter aspect, but I also kind of got a little bit annoyed after a while. Like, this is just a personal thing. I liked the aspect of it, and I know it's called Tweet Cute, so I knew that was going to be a big part of it. But I felt like sometimes there was just too much like social media in the book. Like, I just was kind of like, okay, we get it. Like, we're fighting, but I don't know. I have Twitter, but it's not like the thing I love the most. So maybe that's why.
Maybe it's also because it's YA and it's geared to Gen Zers right now, right? Like, Gen Zers, their entire life is on the internet. So they would relate to that more, maybe?
I know Shelby left a comment a minute ago that she had read Tweet Cute and she didn't know how to rate it because she feels like it's difficult sometimes to rate YA books because they're not like favorite. And I agree. It's like I've often said, even in a review, I'm like, this is more of a me thing than a book thing. And I think sometimes it's hard to know how to rate something when, like, I think anybody should read YA who wants to read YA, but there are certain books that I think are geared towards a certain age. And like, if I'm not relating or if I'm not kind of liking it because I'm like not 16, then the book's fault because in a way they wrote it for the right age. You know what I mean? I probably would have been like, yes, So it is kind of hard to rate it, but that's why I usually try
Yeah.
not to like punish it for that kind of stuff, you know?
I agree with you, Ashley. I felt the same way with the whole social media aspect because it was a lot of the book, even though, yeah, it's tweet cute, I kind of expected it, but I kind of wanted more like face-to-face stuff, you know?
You know
Yeah.
that like weird montagey scene in the middle where they were in the thick of their Twitter war, and it was like just like one after the other, meeting in school and this and that. And I was like, I can see this as a movie. I can see it as a
Yeah.
movie. It's amazing.
Yep, and it would be a cute little montage.
It would be. It would be so good.
Yeah.
Something that I think that they did that went way too far though was the like hacking into account thing.
Yeah, that
Him
was
going
too
and
far.
getting her phone. I was like, why would you do that?
I know. That was like
That's a teenager thing to do. 100%. That's like an impulse. I'm doing the smartest thing right now. Look at me going a little too far. Woohoo! Because I'm 17. I can get away with it. Because I hate it. There's a question from Aspasia, but we have, speaking of YA and gearing towards an age, this book seems to be marketed as YA, but someone brought it up that it can also be middle grade. Do you all agree? No.
I don't agree with middle grade.
Don't agree that this is middle grade?
No.
I do not agree that this is middle grade.
No, I
Because
would
just
middle grade. Because there's
middle grade, it's a world of its own.
Yeah.
Like, I can see younger kids reading this and being fine with it. Like, a few of my kids at because I'm a piano teacher, I discuss books with my kids sometimes because they know I'm the bookish one. And they are always like, oh, like one of my kids the other day said that she reads the YA books, and I was like, that's fine. Like, you're 12, that's normal. I get it. But then this can't be marketed as YA. No. And it's not even a younger YA because I feel like it had enough of the feelings from adult contemporary romance novels put into this that I don't think it would work for middle grade at all.
No, I think it's honestly like perfect YA. Like, I think it's YA across the board. Like, they're YA.
Oh yeah.
They've got YA like things going on in their life. Like, they're going to college soon.
Yeah.
It's the relationships with people also so YA.
Yeah, and it deals with adult stuff, but in such a teenage mindset. Like, it was just so well done and well crafted for YA.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, there are certain books I've read that I could see, like you said, I think someone who's 12 or 13, like 11, maybe not 11, but like 12, 13 would be okay reading this because wasn't any like explicit things or anything.
No, and it's fun. Like, it's a fun book, and there's a lot of social media going on, and like social media is huge. But I know at like my age of 11 or 12, I don't think I would have got the book as much.
Yeah, there's I don't know.
I probably would, like, a lot of the stuff would have gone over my head.
Why is it weird nowadays? Not weird. It's great. There's so much of it nowadays than when I was younger. But the thing is, like, you know, when you think about like you have kids, it's like it is hard to know what to let them read or not because it's fine. Like, I would absolutely let my 12-year-old read this, but there are some that I've read that are in the YA section, and they are not.
Shouldn't be in the YA section.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
A lot of the fantasy YA is now in that genre that I'm just like, this shouldn't be a young adult marketed book. Like, there needs to be a extra section that's like, this has a sex scene in it. Don't give it to your 13-year-old.
Yeah. I really want new adult books to become, or like, spoken genre, like Sarah J. Maas books. Those are new adult books, dude. Like, and you're on the later side, over 16, you should be reading. Over 16, you should be reading those books. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like,
I mean, like, they always think it's just like college. Like, you have to be in college to be new adult, or like a romance to be new adult. And I'm like, no, it means you're a new adult. Like, it means like, no.
I read Bree's comment and it had well met in the YA section. Highly note. That is an adult romance. Oh my god. I mean, like, there's not even that steamy of a scene in it. Like, if they had like Get a Life Chloe Brown in the YA section, I would have had to have a chat with the manager.
Oh yeah.
Because That is
So soon.
smutty.
There's a
But, like, I
series,
was
let me
reading
see.
what was I reading the other day? The Merciful Crow by Margaret Owen, and that has such adult content in it, and it's a YA. And I was like, man, if any kid under the age of 14 picks this up,
Yeah,
I
there's
know.
actually
no.
this series.
Like
This
romance.
series
Is that YA? I thought that was adult.
It-
No?
in the YA section of my Barnes and Noble all the time, this whole series, and I'm like, there are explicit sex scenes in here, and they're about kids in college age or older. And I'm like, why
Yeah.
are you doing this?
Like,
Yeah. And
it's not like we're saying that like kids can't read sex scenes, but sometimes books have material that parents don't know about,
yeah.
and then they are letting their kids read this because the blurb on the back is like, oh, they're about fairies in a fairyland. My kid's gonna love this.
And it's also like not even just the romance, like it's like the adult themes and like the violence or
and
Violence.
occasionally some kids are mature enough for that, whatever, but the majority, no.
I know. Oh, hi, Bree. I just saw your comment.
But yeah, this one is so perfectly YA. It just
it's
Yes,
perfect.
I agree.
yeah.
Oh, Bree
Because
said
it
that.
captures the high school experience. It's great.
Oh, she said Jen DeLuca is
feel about
well met was in one of her bookstores, and she said she pulled someone aside. I agree. Like that's not YA. Just because
No.
it has a cute cover doesn't make it a YA book.
How did y'all feel about the Weasel app?
I thought it was really cool, but also kind of Tindery. But the kids were using it for such wholesome things. They were using it for study groups, and I'm like, that wouldn't happen in real life, but that's cute. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it, but
we had that happen. Yeah, we had an app in high school, in my high school, that was literally blank, where you got to post comments on a page, but most of it was like bashing other people in the school, and it was like a school app, and so they banned the app. So like, I don't think that aspect is realistic with how they treated the app, you know?
I think that like at the beginning, Jack, when they get the email from the principal or whatever, Jack was like, "Oh no, like I'm really good at policing the bullying," and I'm like, "Your high school must be very, very nice because there is no way that you'd be able to police the amount of bullying going on, like at all." But I like the concept of the app where they have like the fact that like at any moment you could be revealed to this person, which is interesting. But like it hurts his best friend so much. Called him weird or whatever at the end when he was revealed to her. I was like, poor guy. I don't even remember his name, but like, poor guy.
yeah. I liked that it was anonymous. That was kind of cool.
It's Paul.
Paul, thank you. Paul.
I really like the ending scene where all of them were together as like friends hanging out. I really like that.
I was kind of like, that scene led me to believe like, oh, can we get a new adult novels like a sequel?
Yeah. Oh my God. Can we get a story about her sister?
Yeah.
Yes.
Make her gay, please. Make her gay. Give us her story. Give us her story at UPenn, please.
When the epilogue started, like Pooja was there, and then Paige was there, and I was like, oh, is there something there? And I was like, oh damn, no.
So let down.
There could be. We just have to believe it hard enough.
Yeah. Because I mean, Pooja was dating someone, but that didn't last.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I liked the ending. I thought it was really cute and well done for a YA. Like you said, Jen. Like it wasn't perfect in the sense of like saying they're getting married or like something, but they're together for now and they're trying to make it work. You know, that's all you can really hope for at 17. So,
and I like how they're working restaurants.
Yeah, I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite scenes was when she was like working at the deli, like she wanted to come help. After like the whole blow up thing.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. And like I can see her like almost her taking over the deli one day. Like, I don't know. Like taking it up
and like adding in her baking, like that's her vibe.
That's a great idea. So I liked that a lot.
I love
Speaking of the baking, how did we feel about the blog?
I loved it. I love the blog.
Name so good. I want to find that monster cake and make it because it sounds amazing. And it sounds like diabetes in a pan, but I want it.
Yeah.
It sounds like, I bet it's
Lord, give me monster cake recipe.
Yeah. Or like find somebody to make it because like I don't even know where to start because all the elements in that cake have different cooking times. And I'm like, is that even possible to make? Tell me. Emma Lord, tell me.
I don't know. Maybe. I feel it's too bad she didn't include it in the back of the book. So a lot
that would have been so good. A recipe book at the back.
Yeah.
You gotta get her on the phone.
I think this is like random, but in the last Lisa Kleypas book I just read, there was a recipe for scones, and I think I'm gonna make them this week because I want to make them.
Oh my god! You gotta Instagram and let us know,
please.
Yes, yeah.
Or just film a video. Do like a cooking with me.
With me.
Ooh,
I wanted to do one of those videos so badly. I just don't know if I can because I don't have enough. Like I could, it would be very easy, but like the setup, I just can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
Like I just want to have so many cameras everywhere.
Yeah, and because I haven't made it before, I feel like I might get slightly like stressed out.
Yeah.
But they seem
true.
Easy. I'll report back. But yeah, I love it when authors do like recipes in the back of the book. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. I think once there was actually, I think it was a Morgan Matson book that there was a like the two main characters, their playlists in the back of the book. And I thought that was such a cool touch because I know a lot of people really like to listen to playlists inspired by the characters. So I'm like, that's so smart. Give us a made playlist.
Yeah, I like that. It's pretty cool. Anything like that's like an extra touch is always to me like extra thought, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to think, but yeah, I really liked it. Have you guys read anything else by Emma Lord before?
No.
Me neither.
I don't think so.
What else has she written?
Hold the phone. I might have. Let me just pull up my Goodreads.
Her name sounds really familiar.
I feel like
to me.
I feel like there's a person that has Lord as their last name.
Emery Lord, right? Isn't that?
Yes, that's it. Because I read a few by Emery Lord.
I thought the same thing because I've read I think one by her too, but I don't think I've read anything by Emma Lord.
No, because Emma Lord, this was her debut.
Was it?
This was her debut. That's right. Oh, Christ, okay. It was such a good debut. Oh my god.
We've read a couple debuts this year because you read Well Met. That was a debut too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So that's fun. That's cool. I always like it when it's a debut. Support the authors, you know?
Yeah. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about this book?
I'm trying to think. I felt like not really. It wasn't like
I don't
know.
I think we covered it all. Like it has such as we were saying about the YA thing is that it just has so much happening in the story, but I think that that's such a YA condition. Or like even just a teenager condition because like reading about the fact that they have swim practice and all the crap that she's got going on in her life and she's got the social media thing and she's got her relationships to uphold. I'm like, this is so accurate to the teenage condition. We just got stuff going on.
That was me in high school. Instead of swimming class, it was theater.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have much going on. I taught piano outside of school. In grade 12, I had like student council stuff. I had to organize a trip and then like keeping hold of my grades. And I was trying to keep hold of my friends at the time. And I was just like, it's so accurate to how much is happening. Because sometimes you get books that are just so simplistic in their storylines that they're great because they're so simplistic. But when you think about it, you're like, It's too simple for real life.
I agree.
This is good.
Yeah, no, I thought the romance was I thought it was really well done, like we've said, for especially for their age. It was definitely like a slow burn. It was like, you know, they were definitely enemies to kind of friends, to frenemies, and kind of to a romance slowly.
Yeah.
There was good chemistry there the whole time. They were just kind of fighting it, I felt like, you know.
Yeah. I think this could have also, like, as many high school romances do, it could have come so close and then completely fizzled out.
Yeah.
Like, it had that almost moment where they were starting to fight, and then, like, because I know so many people have gotten so close in high school, but then just, like, fell apart because they don't want to try harder, right?
Yeah. Or they're afraid of, like, you know, I'm going here, they're going there, like, why?
Yeah.
So that I liked it a lot. You know, the only reason I gave it 4 stars was just, I don't know, for me, I just wanted a little more of them, like, actually together.
Yeah, that happens in a lot of books, and I was thinking about that the other day. I was listening to the audiobook of The Bookish Life of Nina Hill, which Nina Hill is me, is my heart on a page, and I was enjoying it so much, but, like, at the end of it, I was like, wow, I wanted more. Like, I want more of just them together, like the love interest and the person, like building their relationship and whatever. It was the same with Well Met that we talked about. Like, we wanted more. And I think because, like, in my head I was trying to find an explanation, as I always do when I'm thinking about plot things, because my brain is author bent. I was just like, I think it's because once we have them together, that's the end game. That's the perfect resolution, right? So we don't have anything else to really give people once they're together for good. I don't know.
That makes sense, and I know that's what they've said about, like, TV show couples too, you know, like, why do they take 5 seasons to get together, or, like, they keep breaking up? Because once they're together, what else are you gonna do in the show?
Exactly. How else are you gonna build it?
So I get that. I totally do. It's just, like, selfishly, I kinda want more.
Yes, it's like, I get it, but I still want more.
And I do think that sometimes they can give you more, like, almost without giving more, like, if that makes sense. Like, there are ways.
More of the friendships, more of the building, more scenes of just them together. Like, it's not like the Unhoneymooners. That's one where I'm just like, that was perfect. It was a perfect balance because they were literally on a trip together, right? So it was perfect. But I agree.
I think we'd all recommend, if you want, like, a cute YA with really good themes.
Especially right now. Make yourself happy. Go read the cheesiest book ever. Literally cheesy, because they deal with cheesy.
Good job.
Thank you. I was waiting for that.
I know. Did anybody actually crave a grilled cheese after this book? Because I really wanted grilled cheese.
I want a grilled cheese right now.
I wanted to make a grilled cheese, so, like, close enough.
Well, I saw on, I don't know if it's on yours, Avery, but I saw on one of the new, like, hardcovers coming out. I think it's on the author's Instagram. It's gonna have, like, this golden grilled cheese on it, like, on the cover.
Yes, I saw that. Yes, I saw that. It has, like,
oh my God,
like, on here, they're gonna have, like, a cutout grilled cheese.
Yeah, I was like, that's great.
Amazing.
I'm glad they went with the grilled cheese and not a hamburger. It's just not as special. I'm just
I'm glad they did that because, like, burger chain, whatever, but, like,
are you Big League Burger or are you grilled cheesin'?
Grilled cheesin', of course.
And
me too. Sorry, someone just got my contact.
No, I hate that.
No.
I know.
We're good. Ooh,
are you alive?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what are we reading next?
Book?
Yeah.
We are reading. I don't have my copy with me.
I got it here.
Yeah, I don't have my copy with me. I actually don't know if I'm going to be able to get my copy back. I may have to buy a Kindle version because I don't know when I'm going back to my apartment or when I'm allowed to go back to my apartment.
Make somebody go over there.
Beswick. It's a hour 30-minute car ride.
Oh. Then maybe don't make somebody go over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're reading a historical romance. I've made us all read a historical.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
This is gonna be my first one.
I just hope it's a good one
This is
because I never read another one.
Yeah, it's called The Beast of Beswick by Emily Howard, I believe. This is a little bit of a Beauty and the Beast. We're telling a little bit. So I'm excited.
Ooh,
And I've never read anything by this author either. I don't know what else she's written. I'm sure she's written other things, but let's see. Oh, actually, no. It doesn't look like she's actually written that many other books before. I don't think so. Maybe it's another debut. I don't think so. But, it looks good, and you probably can't see this. Can you see this on my phone? Yeah, not really. But
so
anyway,
maybe click the cover. It enlarges it. Click the cover. Yeah, there we go. There's the cover.
Pretty. I actually really like that cover. I mean, as far as they go,
it's pretty.
It's pretty.
I'm gonna order it on, I think, Indigo. That's my bookstore here.
Yeah. So
yeah,
we're excited.
Amazon is like charging for shipping now, no matter if you have Prime or not.
Really?
Yeah, because people are like
going on virus. Really? I didn't know that.
Insane. People are going insane. I'm kind of nervous for how long this is gonna last because like I can't buy my like supplements I need for like my condition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're all out. People actually need these supplements for health reasons, and you're taking them because you're afraid. Like, I legitimately need them.
Can you get them off Amazon, or are they sold out there too?
Oh, they're completely sold out everywhere. And they're like not common ones. Like no one's ever heard of Celomethanine supplement. Like, why would you need that? Why would you supplement unless you had something wrong with your blood cells like me?
Yeah. But anyways, we are going to but yeah, we're gonna read that one next month. We're not sure what that show is gonna be yet, but we'll get a copy of it and we'll do a live show at some point.
Yeah, months are also kind of weird when we're doing live shows like halfway through a month.
I know. It's just
whatever.
Been a crazy couple of weeks for
everyone. It has. Speaking of live shows, are we doing that like switching thing now?
Oh, do y'all want to do that? I'm cool
or we can
with
keep
that.
it on your channel. It really doesn't matter.
I just felt like a little bit selfish. I mean, like people are usually like trade off. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like, oh, everything's gonna be on my channel. You know what I mean?
I definitely don't think you're selfish at all.
No.
Set it up and everything too. But Jen, if you want to do it next time, you can.
I was gonna say you because you're the one who picked the book.
Yeah, actually, it'll be yours because you're historical romance.
Sure, yeah. Do it. Is setting up StreamYard pretty easy?
Oh, it's so easy. I can help you.
Okay.
Okay.
Like technologically.
So next time.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Keep an eye out on our Twitter.
Yes.
We will keep updates there.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I hope everyone reads some good books this month. I think we're all going to need some like good romance novels right now. So
yeah,
I feel like we're all going to read Kindle books too because all libraries are closed.
So sad. Our world is dying.
But luckily we live in the age of the Kindle book, so we will never be without a book.
This is true.
And
audiobooks, yes. Oh, speaking of which, if anyone has any good Audible Escape recommendations, please let me know. Okay. Send them text, Instagram, just send them. Because
I have so many Audible. I actually filmed a video earlier today, first video in a month, where I read 11 books and most of them, I read 12 books and 11 of them were audiobooks. 2 of them were full-length series, and both of them are on Audible Escape. So.
Wait for that one to come out then.
But also, if you're into Audible Escape, do you watch Brie from In 11 Words?
Yeah, she's got some great recommendations.
Yeah, she has amazing Audible escape recommendations. That's where I get most of mine from. Other than her, I normally scroll literally one night if I'm bored, I'll just scroll and add my library.
Yeah. I just must be in like a weird mood or something because normally I have no problem. Like I'll get some recommendations from someone, I'll go through, I'll pick some, but I went through last night for, I'm not kidding, like an hour, and I just couldn't find anything that like I wanted to read, or it was like I said, I started and I didn't like the narrator. And so now I'm like, dang it, I just need a book. So
yeah, I can recommend a couple to you. So
okay, awesome. Sorry, my cat is like desperately wanting.
I guess we've talked about everything. We've announced our book, so I think
we'll let you know. Yep. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks you guys.
Stay healthy.
I like how we had a lot of people join us this round. So
yeah, it was so nice to have people chatting. Join us next time. Read the book.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all.
Good one. Bye.